Hello, everybody. Hello, Jason, Mitch, Hans, number one, Stevie, Mark, Flash. Hello. Howdy. Good to see you all. It's good to see you. It is great to see Stevie in person and Tim, but I don't see Tim here yet. You know, it's okay. That's okay. Brad Dorff is the voice of Chucky. We had a little chat going. Sorry, before I started this. Hello, Russell. Glad to see you here. I have Manos, Ray Kelly. Hello. Hello. Good evening, everyone. We have some stuff to talk about. Some stuff to get into, but first we're going to get into the bucket. Duff bucket. What have you got for me? I have producer Jill and I have been enjoying an advent calendar of wines. So there's one. it's an advent calendar. So you get one a night until Christmas Eve, and then you just go into the Betty Ford Clinic on Christmas Day. But it's hard to keep up. But it's one bottle, 2 glasses a night. So if you share it, you have a glass of wine a night. It's not that bad. It's not so bad, right? Hey, David, good to see you. Hello, Pizza Giraffe and Christopher. Hello, Brandon. It's going fine. It's going clockwise. Oh no. Okay, so you can see me now, Hans. It was just you. Okay. So we can't really drink them as quickly as we open it, but this was from a couple nights ago. It's a port. It's a red wine blend. So I'm going to have a glass. Producer Jill's going to assist me and drink the rest of it because I don't have Mitch bailing me out here. He's supposed to be my supplier, my pusher. Yeah, it's a port. It's a port. It's a red wine blend from Portugal. So yes, I don't know if it's going to be great or what. You're freezing, Christopher Bowers. You're freezing. It's going to be 70 something this week in Chattanooga, 70 something. That is not. It's not common where I'm originally from. You know what I'm saying. All right, did I do it too far down? Okay. Oh, the screen was frozen. No, I did do a pause where I just stared at the camera for a little bit. So maybe that was it. Oh, Jill's already in here with her glass. I didn't even get this open yet, Jill. My gosh. Yeah. Yeah. Listen to Maiden popping some port. Wearing this vintage 70s shirt. Yeah, it was. Bourbon 10-year-old port. Slammed as the new moshed. I got to get your bottle sent out. I've been slammed. So, Mitch has a new supply coming to me, Jill. Okay. All right, producer Jill. I can pour yours live. Wow, you're nowhere near the camera. Like, it's not even going to get a knuckle. It's not even going to get a knuckle. Get a knuckle. Wow. Okay. All right. There you go. There you go. You're getting some huzzas, PJ. What's up, Jack? Hans is drinking. Yeah. Oh. Okay, here. You hear that? That proves she exists. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I do like a port. Jack Smith, good to see you. I'm sorry I can't get my P.O. box stuff figured out. I will, man. And then it was black. Did the screen go bad? It's not McCammon now. It's Bobby Mack. Yeah, Bobby Mack. That's what we call him. Bobby Mack. Charlie, CD Pet Cemetery. Oh, I forgot about that. I'm glad you mentioned it. Chris Webster's giving away a arc of Pet Cemetery. And I got to say, that's one of my favorite King books. And I am so annoyed when I saw that Cemetery Dance arc of Pet Cemetery. It's just there's so much pain involved. It's a book I absolutely need. Who did the art? Vincent Chong, I believe. I was so dying for it. I wanted it so bad. I don't even have the stand yet. And when I saw that arc going around, the pictures of it, it was bittersweet, but so bitter. Oh man. Yes, I forgot about that. Oh, anybody else's screen go black? Is it black? Is it good now? What's up? I upgraded my internet. Can you guys hear me just fine? I got this pop filter. And you know what the pop filter is for? It's just to make me seem more professional. And then it makes the microphone too heavy so that when I raise it up, the microphone arm just falls slowly to the keyboard. It just keeps going. There's no stopping it. You can't stop a mic with a pop filter. Because I have a pop filter. Now I'm expecting, this is all for show. This is just this, because I figure I could do small little improvements over time and it makes everybody feel like I'm trying to progress on the channel. And it satisfies something in me, satisfies something in the viewers. Like, oh, okay, Jeff's taking it marginally more serious this week. He's got a pop filter. I got, so the explosive P sounds they get filtered out. So it's a much more, it's a better auditory, aural, AURAL experience. Oral. Or so I want you to believe. I wish Palumbo did the art for CD's Pet Cemetery. He did awesome in Salem's Lot. Yeah. But you can't have the same unless it's Chadbourne, I guess. They have Chadbourne on all of them. Yeah, do we sign up for Collectors Club for Pet Cemetery? No, we don't. Saw you at the McCammon signing on Saturday. Good times. Oh, well, you should have said hi, Michael. I don't know any, I don't know who anybody is. So I don't know. You should have said hi, stop by. I should have gotten more pictures. I should have got a picture with you, Stevie. Why didn't I? I just don't think of these things. I also felt like I was at the McCammon event. I wanted to be there and not like it's so artificial. I don't know. But I did get a picture with It's Terrific and Hunter Goatley and Tony Thomas and some people. So I should have gotten a picture with you, Stevie. I just wanted to talk, I just wanted to talk. That's what I wanted to do. Chong did do the Shining. No. Chong did the Shining for Sub Press. Good evening, Matt. Chong did the Sub Press, The Shining. Don Mates did the Cemetery Dance edition of The Shining. And then Folio Society had someone else. I don't remember. I liked his work in The Shining. I didn't like his work in Misery. So, that's that. There's that. That's the thing. But, and yeah. So Vincent Chong is a Stephen King artist. But, hey, David, I missed you. Cat House Callers here. Sorry, I missed you. Good to see you. Vincent's here. Hey, what's up? Hey, dude, in your professional collector's opinion, do you think CD is going to get to the stand in 2023? I think in 2023, yeah. Yes, I do. And I don't know if I wouldn't call myself a professional collector. But yes, I think the stand will eventually see the light of day. If the arc for Pet Cemetery, so when I saw the arc for Pet Cemetery, I'm like, it gave me hope because shoot, it's like they're actually going through with it. There are signs that it is going through. And I talked to Blue, Blue Gilliard. I'm sorry, I'm messing up his last name. He was at the McCammon event. We talked for a little bit about CD. He's a great guy, but there's signs of life. I think they'll get the stuff out to see that they're pushing through at Pet Cemetery. I told Brian James Freeman when he was there, I said, when you do Pet Cemetery, change your logo from CD to SD. So it's like Cemetery Dance, and spell it like, he ignored me, but I don't blame him. That should reflect well on Brian James Freeman. But that would have been fun, wouldn't it? You see his spine has SD, Cemetery Dance. He's going to be busy with reprints. Yeah, Cemetery Dance is reprinting The Long December because everybody was clamoring for The Long December. I don't know how we went so long without another printing of The Long December. And maybe the 5th printing of Gwendy's Button Box. And then you could do another, when you get the 5th printing of Gwendy's Button Box, the 2nd printing or 3rd printing of Magic Feather, and then the 2nd printing of Final Task, you could create another slipcase trilogy for that. Just keep doing it. Long December's getting another print. So, and you could also please go, the street team. If anybody's on the street team out there, please get over to Goodreads and go vote for Gwendy's Final Task and beat out, actual original books for best horror of the year. Nepotism, man. Uncle Steve's trying to give a handout to Richard Chizmar, and Richard Chizmar is exploiting that for all it's worth. Yeah, Viking Years pre-order. No way. They wouldn't do a Viking Years. No way. No. But we will also get Pet Cemetery. But will we also get Pet Cemetery? I don't know. I don't know. Isn't it scary to think like it should be a slam dunk. The stand was sitting around forever. And if Pet Cemetery, he said all the artwork is in. So they have all the artwork. Is the book going through another revision? It shouldn't be. It's a done book. Like what would the holdup be? But it's scary. I can't even say with any confidence that Pet Cemetery will come out in 2023. I'm still hoping I ever see the damn stand, man. Richard Chizmar should just sell. He should just, I keep saying this, and I hope he just does it. Just sell. Just get out of it. Sell it to your son, Billy. He seems like a good guy. He seems eager for it. Sell it to him. Don't hand it to, don't keep just using it for your own personal press, man. I don't think I can rant, though, because I'm drinking wine. Wine makes me giggly, like calm and giggly. I feel like I'm an adult. You're holding a glass that's super fragile and you're drinking, so it sort of sends mixed signals. Like you can't get sloppy. You have to be delicate, dexterous, cognizant of where your elbow is. The wine glass prohibits the time-honored drunken American behavior. A stein, who cares about a stein? And you throw it over your shoulder. That thing probably won't break. It might concuss somebody, but it won't break. A wine glass? Oh, it's like holding a newborn fawn, fresh in the dewy grass from the mother, newborn in the dewy grass, a newborn fawn. And you pick it up. You got to be gentle. It feels like a satchel of bones. You could break that new life. I guess this is blood of the fawn. This is good, Jill. It's making me look like I got lipstick on. It's hard to rant. It does feel like the practice rant because I'm drinking the wine, you know? Get a stemless wine glass, Karen. If this is a common peaceful, thank God you're not drinking bourbon. Bourbon. Oh. Bourbon. If I drank bourbon or whiskey or brandy or anything like that, scotch, I think then I'd be saying, if any of you got any balls, you put your phone numbers in the comments right now and you meet me in Baltimore and we're going to go raid the office. That's probably, you'll get some sort of cirrhosis of the liver Braveheart going on, calling you to arms to go raid the Baltimore offices of Cemetery Dance and let them know they can take our money, but they can never take our freedom. But it's wine tonight. So you're getting sophisticated Euro trash, Jeff, in vintage ABBA clothing. We got Rapture Brewing represented, if not in actuality, but in spirit, Mitch. In spirit. Mark is in, Jill. We're going to Baltimore tonight. Tonight we ride. Bring your bourbon. We're going to need to fuel up when we get there, and then we can fill the empty bottles with gasoline and then drink that. Tonight we ride, my brothers and sisters, if the sisters are up for violence. Usually it's a brother thing, but if sisters want a violence as well, equity, man. We'll get everybody. Everybody's on, and we'll be intersectional violence. Bring all the kids along. Gin unhinges me. Really? Unhinged? If I drink tequila, I step into traffic shirtless and pick a fight with a wild turkey. That's epic. Hans, I hope to God we never meet in person, because I think that is how the night will end. Two men tackle a wild turkey and scream, "This is for the pilgrims," at Plymouth Rock, as one of them drapes himself in the Tennessee flag. Never not started a bar fight when I was drinking gin. Damn. No more gin. Well, man's got to know his limits. Uh-oh. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Your safety is no more. Apparently, my waffles are no longer safe. Jeff Con. Yes, Jeff Con, we will have we'll create a mixed drink that features gin, and we'll call it the Flash. We'll call it the Flash in a pan. And we'll serve it to you in a pan, like a skillet. It's just a gimmick. Like the pan doesn't do anything for the drink. It's just for show. Maybe it'll be like a flambe. Like we'll make it set on fire. We'll pour it in the glass, and then we'll have some sort of and then we'll have Hans with his tequila drink, and we'll call it shirtless turkey. If I drink gin, I make truck stop hookers weep. Lot lizard tears. That's a haiku. That's beautiful in its own way. Wild turkey chasers. Oh, I know you shirtless wild turkey chases, but I was gonna say, if you have some gin with a wild turkey chaser, because that's a whiskey, right? Wild turkey, Christian Brothers. I don't know. Bourbon. 1 scotch, 1 bourbon, 1 beer. Kirstie Alley passed away. Jill, breaking news. Kirstie Alley passed away. Yeah. Bob McGrath passed away today. Sesame Street. Who are the people in your neighborhood? That sucks. Kirstie Alley. She hasn't been seen much since did she disavow Scientology, or was she still pro Scientology? I don't recall. I would look into the Scientologist. Just saw the story. That's a shame. That's a shame. She couldn't have been that old. And we lost Alan Kaminsky Crum, which was a major loss, and Craig Ledbetter. I don't know who those two are. She was only 71. Damn. She was still preaching. Oh, for Scientology? Yeah, I kind of thought she might have been. I wasn't sure, and I know there were a few. The King of Queens actress, I know her name, Leah Remy, recently discovered cancer. Oh, 71. That's too bad. That's too bad. I also think I'm not ranting so much because of the pop filter. It feels like a policeman holding their hand up, like, don't yell into the microphone. Pop filter. Aline Kaminsky Crum was the wife of cartoonist Robert Crumb. Okay, I knew Robert Crumb was the leg guy. Keep on trucking. Creator of Mr. Natural and Fritz the Cat. Oh, she was a cartoonist as well. Huh. Did not know. Well, here's to the fallen talent that now the world is a little dimmer now. But the wine is good. You never would have treated the fuzzy testicle in that man. No, where is the fuzzy testicle? Ugh. Here it is. There's the fuzzy testicle in all its glory. Oh, you had to say it, Stevie, because now we got the people. Oh, I got to report him. Hold up real quick. Report. Bye-bye, free. Unwanted. I reported them. Okay, thanks. They received my feedback. We got to report them all. They're still there. Oh, report unwanted commercial content or spam. Unwanted. This is triggering. I've triggered. One more. I'm reporting them. Beef Daddy's on it. Now I'm going to say Beef Daddy, and I'm going to get a different kind of spam. Craig Ledbetter was the publisher of European Trash Cinema. How about this? Donk. Kids know what that is. So, yes, we got to talk. Robert McCammon I was in the Robert McCammon house at Alabama Booksmith. He goes there often. What an amazing guy. Just amazing. He got choked up. I don't know if you saw, I did. I also got my Animal Farm shipping notice too. I don't know if you saw what I posted on Facebook. Maybe I can link to it in the description because I think it's also on YouTube. But Robert McCammon's talk was recorded, and it's out in the world. You guys should check it out if you have an hour and you like Robert McCammon. He reads from King of Shadows. He also spills some tea a little bit, not much, but he says he's got 3 works of his have been optioned for film. I don't know if that means movie or streaming services, like TV series. I don't know, but 3. He says he used to get real excited about that, but since, there's development hell where books get optioned for film and then they never become films, and then the option expires and someone else buys it and the dance continues. So he doesn't get too wound up about it. It's not such a cut and dry thing, but he's kind of happy. And then He said he's got 2 more books in the Matthew Corbett series, but that's been known. And Levidian's doing both of them. Book of Shorts and a book called Leviathan. Oh, and you should also watch his talk because he talks about he went to Viking. They were going to do Speaks the Nightbird. Viking. It was almost a Viking book. And he was going there to talk to the editor. And the editor seemed to be perhaps less educated or less literate or literary, or I don't know what the proper way to say it. The editor didn't seem to know what a word was. Leviathan didn't know what the word was. What's this word? Leviathan. He couldn't believe it. He said this editor worked just blocks from one of the biggest, most beautiful libraries in the country. Could have found out what the word meant, but waited for Robert McCammon to get to the office to ask. And so he pulled the plug. That wasn't the only thing, but there were a couple of things. And since then, he's put the word Leviathan in every Matthew Corbett book in the series as sort of an Easter egg or a nod to that. And then he titled the last book Leviathan. Is fun. I mean, talk about the fuel, like the creative inspiration, the thing that drives the person isn't obvious to the readers who read, but there's a very real passion behind that keyboard, behind that author. And it could come from some very weird place, like somebody just not really, like, I guess you could take that as a huge insult. Like, this is the editor they give me. They're Viking. They give me this editor to work with, and this editor doesn't even know what Leviathan is. They're not taking me serious or my craft or their job. And any one of those things is a fatal flaw. So he parted ways, and he, and that tells me the guy really cares about his art above his business. And wow, that's great. Nothing but respect for that. I don't always look online for virtual girls to speak with, but when I do, I only use random spam ads in the video chats. Yes. He was fantastic. Yes. Great Q&A. He stayed, and I don't know who was his handler there, but this guy came out and, like, one more question. So Robert McCammon took one more question, and then he's like, wait, I'll do one more. And then he answered all the questions. He was looking for more. It's not like he was like, all right, I'll take one more and then meet me downstairs. I'll do the signing. He was eager to answer the questions, eager to engage, eager to talk. And then when we were signing, he didn't rush a soul. He signed everybody's book. It's terrific. Bought a refrigerator box full of books and put it down, and Robert McCammon signed all of them. I mean, it's terrific. Brought like 30, 40 books, like 80 books. And he signed all of them. In fact, a lot of people left. And Tim from It's Terrific said, "Get out of here, you pansies." He threw people out of the bookstore so Robert McCammon could finish signing. It was very awful. No, I'm joking, of course. It's Terrific is terrific. Z-Man was not there. Z-Man was not there. Z-Man doesn't even know what a Robert McCammon is or a Bobby Mack. Z-Man doesn't know what a Leviathan is. He wouldn't know what a Nightbird is, and he wouldn't speak it. He wouldn't read a Robert McCammon book, because a Robert McCammon book is more than 20 pages. Seven Shades of Evil Leviathan. Yes. Oh, okay. Give me mod. Hey, yo, give me mod. No, you're not getting moderator. No, Ian, no. You can report the people too. Leviathan immediately springs Moby Dick to my mind. No shit. I mean, seriously. Hellraiser. Yeah. You can't just trust an editor who has never played Final Fantasy on Nintendo. Yeah. Leviathan. Leviathan plays a role. Leviathan's in the new Hellraiser too. You open the box. We came. Z-Man. Kirsty Cotton. Kirsty screams. It's just a puzzle box. Lead Centipede. Oh no. It is a means to summon us. Tim. Tim threw people physically through the walls. That Alabama Booksmith is a small store. It is really tiny, but what's really cool is all the books are signed. So if you go to the wall, you could steal signed books and they can't catch you because they're old and feeble. But no, it's a great place. The people there were wonderful. And that's the other thing about going to the book signing. You know, you're there to see the author, but the author brings all like-minded people because we all love that author. So you find like-minded people that love that author and some great conversations and the Alabama Booksmith, great people working there. I showed up 2 hours early because I misjudged. I didn't realize that Birmingham is in the central time zone and Chattanooga is in the eastern time zone. So I got there a lot. Instead of getting there an hour early, I got there 2 hours early. And the people in the store, like, you could go up and wait. It's fine. No, don't worry about it. And they were like, do you want us to turn the heat down up there? Because it gets real hot. Like, super accommodating, great people, just splendid, except for Tim, who threw people through the wall. He threw them like there wasn't a door or a window. He could have used those, but he threw them through the wall. And he screamed, "Oh yeah!" And when he did it, and he gave Robert McCammon a suplex, and he said, "Come on, don't brush it off, man." Tim smash. Tim was big. Tim's a big man. I shoulder checked him though. I'm like, "Hey, Tim." No, I didn't. I would have broke my shoulder probably. I finally watched a couple Z-Man vids. The dude has issues. His most brutal video was hilarious. You know it's brutal. I just don't think I just don't think he cares about books. He just wants to have I don't know what he wants. Hey, Philip's here. We could start talking about Philip now. Just wrapped up my last ever interview. No, at the dark. I just listened to your Mother Horror interview. It was great. It just dawned on me one day. I could tell Alexa to play podcasts because I'm a guy of a certain age, you know. And I didn't and so I did. I'm like, "Oh, play the Dark Word." And she played it for me. And it was a Sadie Mother Horror interview. She sounds different than I thought she'd sound. I don't know what I thought she'd sound like, but she sounds a lot younger. Weird, I know. Weird. Better not be the last ever, Philip. Well, I got to listen to all of them. So, are you doing a road trip video on the McCammon trip? Did you drive there? I did drive there. I did do some footage. So I will put something together to talk about what I got signed, what it was like, all that stuff. The drive there was kind of uneventful. It's 2.5 hours and it was really rainy and foggy. Okay, now you guys, I've been to Birmingham twice in my life. And first time I went with for work, and the guy I went with, the account manager I went with, was he only ate at the best restaurant. So when we went there, we were there for 4 days. We were doing a major pitch, blah, blah, blah. And he insisted on going to a really nice restaurant one night. And we went to this great place. It was a really awesome place. And I just felt judged, right? So there was a total vibe in this restaurant that everybody was sort of dressed up to be seen, and they were looking at you because they were seeing you and judging. I just never felt such scrutiny. It was weird. It was just odd. And I just thought it was the restaurant we went to, you know? I'm like, there's this stiff sort of judgmental vibe about Birmingham, and it stuck with me. But the city is beautiful. I really liked it. I thought I did early on think if I ever leave Chicago, I'd love to live there. Except for that judgmental vibe. Well, when we went back, I went with my son to see Robert McCammon, and then we went to dinner afterwards. But it was so late, and we had a 2.5 hour drive ahead of us. We thought, oh, let's just get burgers and hit the road, you know. But let's not get Burger King burgers, you know. Let's get somewhere that's here, you know. So we looked it up. We found a place, and we went in there. And damn, it was a sports bar. But damn, if that same judgmental vibe wasn't there. It was weird, man. I don't know. It was the same exact frequency. And my son picked up on it too. He goes, "Why does everybody here look like they just came out of prom?" Like he was wondering why everybody was sort of kind of dressed up at a sports bar, and everybody was sort of looking at everybody. I don't know. It's just, I don't know if you guys have any experience with Birmingham. Am I completely wrong? It's totally different than Chattanooga, which is a laid back vibe, easygoing, beautiful city, nice town. All this stuff really fits well with Beef Daddy. So Sean Lynch is here. Hey. Yeah, they do wear clothes in Alabama. They do. From what I could tell. But I will be putting together a video. It's a little something. I didn't film any. I did film me getting my stuff signed by McCammon. My son was good enough to film that. I'm a stammering idiot in the video, but I'm stammering idiot here. So, Philip, did you ask John Rubin to do his seagull impression? Oh snap, Sean Lynch. I wish he would have gone to the thing. To the thing, we would have had 3 YouTube videos about the McCammon event. Stevie says, I'm stared at endlessly everywhere I go, so I've learned to ignore it all. I wouldn't have noticed any judgy vibes. Stevie says that because he's huge. He's 6'9". So that's, I'm staring at my daughter in the kitchen. Okay. Way too far of a drive for me, sadly. That's okay. I understand. It would have been cool to get a shot. Saw the photos from the McCammon thing. Looked awesome. Seemed like a night. He was super nice. He was reading from his book and getting choked up. And I thought he'd just been reading for a long time, and so his voice was getting scratchy. But then I'm like, no, it sounds like it's emotion, And he didn't read from what he was reading, it didn't seem like a very tear-jerky part of the book. But I guess it could have been. I have a lot to catch up on. I got to read Queen of Bedlam, River of Souls, Mr. Slaughter, all the books till I get to King of Shadows. So I got a long way to go. But then later he said, did you hear me getting choked up? So he admitted, he goes, I'm emotionally invested in these characters. They are, he goes, I can't, he goes, it's a good thing because if I'm connected to them emotionally, you'll be connected if it goes well. So the guy is a for real serious author. Like he's not churning out books just to, well, he's more the artist than the businessman for sure, and he feels deeply about it. I mean, to turn down Viking when that was King's House, it's kind of a big deal, I think. He was incredibly nice. It's a sad moment for sure. Those 2 characters have been through the ringer and back trying to be together. Oh, okay. All right. See the little bit of context. But, you would think he wouldn't be that choked up because he'd written the books. He knows how they end. But still, it's like, it'd be like, well, maybe not the same thing, but like Mick Jagger getting choked up singing Angie or something. Like, you've done that. This is like you've wrung it of the emotion. You've written it. You've published it. You've probably read it countless times during the editing process. But to still be that deeply moved is awesome. Characters are his kids. Yes. Do you not know how to give me the mod? Give me the mod. 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 Mick don't cry. He's a master of refreshing readers. Previous events. I gotta go to everything he goes to because as I came back, I brought 7 books for him to sign, and as I came back, I'm like, I have more to bring. Like somebody brought all their Levidian paperbacks. You know, the one Mr. Slaughter is signed, but the other 4 aren't. And I'm like, duh. You'd have an entire signed set, doofus. But I didn't. And I brought a bunch. So one thing I was surprised by was the King of Shadows trade edition is so much smaller than the limited. I mean, like I expect it to be a little smaller. Doesn't have the art, but damn. And I looked and I'm like, that made me even more impressed by Brian James Freeman, because it's not just the page block, right? He redid the page design to get a more pleasant reading experience, more leisurely margins and all that stuff. Is my channel set up for subscribers? You can subscribe. What? Yes. My channel? Yes, you can subscribe to this. Please subscribe. please do subscribe today, and you'll get a free lifetime of, well, I'll probably die at some point, and then it'll run out, but the videos will live on. Subscribe, yeah, please do. So yeah, I mean, look at that. That's a big difference, you know. Boop. But yeah, I had 7 I brought with, and I bought 3 there. So I got the trade. I knew I was going to get the trade edition of King of Shadows because I was at their event, you know, so I wanted to make sure I supported the bookstore. I also got Cardinal Black and Hunter from the Woods, the second printing they had there. They also had the Border, or the 5. They had the 5. And I didn't buy it. I should have bought it because I don't have that book at all. And it was signed. But you know what? Next trip, you know what I'm saying? He signed both of my Kindles and said they were the first ever for him. He was afraid to sign them. No, I had to keep reassuring him. Oh, that's cool. Presumably on the back of the Kindles. Yeah. Okay, I have to figure out. iPhone doesn't like to make it easy. I'm sorry, Ari. Yeah, you should be able to. If you go to my channel, just Jeff Ward subscribe. I don't know if you can subscribe here. This is a live. You should be able to. Why not? Why not? Subscribe early and often, you know, like in Chicago. The cork case of one and the back of the actual device of the other. That's cool. I sent Jeff a quarter, and that got me a lifetime subscription to his channel. And he made me mod. Yes, I did. I misspoke. Didn't mean subscribe. Meant membership. Oh, I don't have memberships yet. That's coming. We're working on it, right, Jill? Memberships. Either on this channel or on its own website. We're working on it. We're figuring those things out. The 5, I believe it was signed trade. Yeah, no, it was signed trade. Okay. Yeah, I signed first trade. Yeah. I brought the 5 there. Oh, you bought it. They had a couple, and then they took them off the shelf. That was good, Jill. Bird on a wire. Bird, I do need some more, but the other one is not a porter. I do need another glass of wine where I'm going to get giggly. But because Hans made me green with envy. Hans, yes, you did. When you brought your Midnight Under the Big Top to get signed by Josh Mallerman, I was green with envy. So, Midnight Under the Big Top right here. And I asked him to sign on the signature page. So there I have right now the only one signed by Robert McCammon, Vince Chong. No, I'm sorry. Vincent Chong, Brian James Freeman, and Gled Chadbourne, and Robert McCammon. So I got this one signed by Robert McCammon, and then sweet justice. Do you remember how pissed off I was that the lettered edition only had one signature? Well, now it's got two. My lettered edition signed by Robert McCammon and Brian James Freeman. And I will note that this page has room, and I would love to get Josh Mallerman to sign it. So this thing, I might be chucking this thing around everywhere. I definitely want to get Joe Hill. Jeff Strand and Josh Mallerman to sign these. Jeff Strand is a very good possibility. He's not far. He lives in Chattanooga. So I may either try to meet up with him and do another face-to-face interview, or just get him to sign the books, or just stalk him. Those are the three options. But man, I am so glad I did that with Midnight Under the Big Top. And I'd love to get as many authors to sign those as I can. Yes, thank you. It is badass. I felt that buying anything was the right thing to do for hosting. It is so true. Yes. You should post a pic of that in my Dark Tower and start in the Dark Tower and start an argument. Copycat. Yeah, a little bit of a copycat. John, are you saying I'm a copycat off of Hans, or did you get McCammon to sign Midnight Under the Big Top? Taking Midnight Under was smart. Great idea. I wish I would have taken. I thought you didn't have it. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. John Fahey also has a Big Top signed by Josh. Yes. And we both got Ghoul Arc signed by Josh. Well, if I ever catch up with Josh, I will bring him my Ghoul. I will bring him. I have a few that I don't have signed, but definitely the Midnight Under the Big Top. And I'll want him on the signature page until that's, well, even if it's overfull, I don't care how messy it gets. I like it. I like signature pages that look like the back of a yearbook, where everybody just signs in any little space they can find. Especially if I'm the one gathering the signatures and I know. Jill, my glass is still a little empty. Oh, I didn't bring the other bottle. That would have been ungentlemanly. Because I got to wash out. I got to at least rinse out my glass. Oh. And this is Mitch. This is Mitch's fault. I don't have his beer. It is up to Mitch. Gotta support the host stores. Definitely. You're great people. And man, when you talk to the people in line, they know all these other bookstores, and like, it was just such a great experience, man. These are our people, right? You go there, these are our people. They get us. They get us. They might not all have pop filters, but they understand. I just worked the pop filter into that statement because it was sitting right there. You see how the mic's out of the shot? But well, I mean, it's mostly out, but the pop filter's there. So you know I'm a professional. I honestly don't understand why Mitch isn't brewing beer faster. I know. I threaten him, but you need the Jeff Word business cards to pass out. I had business cards for my blog back in the day. Jeff and Jill went up the hill. I'm shocked I can't find one right now. I had a bunch. Where did they all go? Wow. Talk about a junk drawer. Woo! It's awfully junky. I used to have them everywhere. Jeff and Jill went up the hill. On one side, it said, have a weekend. That was my catchphrase. Have a weekend. Not a good or a bad one. Who are we to judge what kind of weekends you should have? Have the weekend you deserve. They picked that up. That Mike picked it up. See, Jill had a glass of wine too. So, oh, it's like she's approaching a landmine. She's like, oh, I don't want to be in this shot. I will do business cards, RA. I will. I swear, in 2023, we're going to get our act together, Jill, right? We've been saying that since 20. Oh. Put that in a between two books or something. Press it. Got to tighten that wing nut. Here comes the bus. We're all getting on the bus, Jill. We're going to Baltimore.
I like gin.
Jill likes gin. And we're gonna get out of the bus. We're all gonna be screaming, "Nevermore, never," because it's Poe, Jill. Oh wow. That is I got that on film. I did a really horrible job with this cork. The short bus now. Well, I don't know if you can say short bus, Hans. These are different days, man. Wow. After one glass of wine, it's impossible to open up and have two glasses of wine. Oh my goodness. And I'm doing this like right in front of Hans. It's like, wow. Okay. I did mangle the cork.
Well, is Hans going to come over here and help us then?
Hans is going to be on the bus. He's coming here. Oh, and so I should tell you what this is. You know, if Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. were here, he'd be yelling, "Books, get to the books, stupid." This is the disheveled tailor. How would you say this? Konigliche? Koniglich? How do you say that? Hans, you got to know. Challenge accepted, Jill. Hans said. So you're getting picked up on the mic, Jill. So, well, there's nothing you can do about it now. Here's your glass. Saved you an awful lot because I'm trying to be an adult. Oh, it's like holding a fawn. Shooting the Chiz with Jeff was awesome. Robert McCammon interrupted our hour-long powwow, but he signed a bunch of books, so it made it up. Yeah. I was like, excuse me, Tim and I are talking here. And I was like, Tim, let's escort this gentleman out, shall we? Jill, this is not good. Out of all that box, we've had like this is the fourth one. This is the only one that's not good. No. Dang, what unboxing was the mini nightmare of opening a bottle? Gotta let it breathe. Oh, I gotta let it breathe. Jill. Gotta let it breathe. You should have drank the white wine first, then the port. Yeah, I probably should have. I like the port better. I didn't know. I didn't remember what the other bottle was. These are very little bottles. Very little bottles. I still won't be driving the bus when it gets here. I didn't do anything to cleanse my palate. You know what I did? I threw some sonic sound waves at it. I've been talking this whole time, so the sound waves is the palate cleanse. I did need an amuse-bouche though. Where's my amuse-bouche? That should be on a coffee mug, I think. Anything goes on a coffee mug now. Now's the days. That's why they offer cheese and crackers. Don't call your wife that. Amuse-bouche. Where's my amuse-bouche? That gets weirder the more I say it. Palate cleanse. It's a different thing than palate cleanse. Okay, so, this I also got signed by Robert McCammon. This is a book I've had since I was 15 years old. It's a first edition, first printing of Swan Song. Beaten to hell in a basement flood, so there's water damage. And he signed it. And this is the only one he dated for me. So he signed it and dated it. I don't understand why. He signed it, and then right after, he wrote the date on it, like almost as an afterthought. I didn't know why, because he didn't do that on any of the other ones. On Midnight Under the Big Top, he really didn't have room. But I also brought Speaks the Nightbird, Mine, and Boy's Life all there, and he didn't write the date on that. Oh, so people know it's not signed the year it's published. Yeah, but doesn't that also apply to those books, Mine and Boy's Life? I don't think he did that. Let's just check them out. I bought Cardinal Black there. Not that it makes it more valuable, but to mark the passing of time. Yeah, I'm sure. So Boy's Life. Yeah, straight up Bobby Mack. Bobby Mack. Now, I will say I was near the end of the line for the signing line, and his wrist was all thrown out because Tim from It's Terrific brought in, a refrigerator box. He just basically backed up a U-Haul to the door, and he just said, "You're signing them all." A lot of people left with no signed books. This is a true story. It's so true. It's so very true. So excellent night, meeting Tim, meeting Blue, meeting Hunter Goatley, Tony Thomas, Stevie Pickles, who else? Blair Roberts was there. All kinds of people were there, and it was so awesome. And then even people that don't even say hi to me. Who was it? Mike? Didn't even say hi. I wish you would. If you ever see me out in public, especially if we're at a book event, say hi to me. I'd like to know who you are. And hey, Scully's here, Jill. We attended roll call yesterday, Scully. We were all Jill, we got a comment on his videos. More. This is not that good. Not that good. No, sorry. You know what? It tastes like a popsicle. What does that taste like, Jill? You still have your port? Well, we should switch. I should drink your port. I'm kidding. No, I'm joking. No. I'm joking. See, you don't call me out on my smack talk because no, I'm not. I will be barely coherent if I finish that and then I drink that. People didn't show up to hear a barely coherent, immature man. You've missed nothing, Emilion. We just started. We just began. We were waiting for you. Koniglish, obviously. RA showed up to hear a barely coherent child man in a 70s vintage 70s. I mean, this is bona fide. This shirt's probably as old as I am and in much less fewer wrinkles. What is in the pocket here? Do I want to do that live? Oh, I feel like this is Geraldo's vault. A book of matches right in the pocket. And there's matches in here.
What's the address on it?
Oh, it's Fair Muffler Shops. Huh. Surprised I didn't find a bullet in there too. Does anyone know what Centipede is selling Sunday? Okay. I was hoping to put faces to several of the names in here. Community. I still only recognize Jeff. Well, anybody looking for the signed and numbered Wolf's Hour by McCammon? Oh, wait a second. Wait, Jill. Sean is saying that Downtown Brown has a 25% sale going on now. I am looking for a Wolf's Hour. I wasn't looking for signed and numbered. I was looking for a hardcover to get before the signing so I could bring that and get it signed because Wolf's Hour, like I said, this got caught in a flood, so it's kissed by some flood waters. Wolf's Hour was completely submerged and not salvageable. And naive younger me thought, it's just a paperback. You can replace that, no problem. Paperbacks in condition like this are like $25. It's ridiculous. The only reason I got this sign is because such heavy duty sentimental value. And he was there and he was signing for free. I mean, just epic dude. He didn't gain anything by doing that. Like, the people there that were going to go see him were probably going to buy his books anyway. Like, I don't know. It really only helped Alabama Booksmith. And I love that. Love it. Oh, I also picked up a couple of these because They didn't have any. When he did Cardinal Black, there they had a like a print of his author photo that everybody who went there to see him speak and get a signed copy of Cardinal Black also got that, and it was only available there. So they didn't have that, but they had these business cards, so I grabbed some. So there you go. That's my bona fides, bona fides. Looks like a brick. Yeah. Still a bit pricey, but better than some copies online. Yes, for sure. And Wolf's Hour, if you've never read it, is just awesome. It's a werewolf fighting the Nazis. How can you not like it? It's impossible not to love it. I don't know if any hits have been given for Centipede Surprise title other than Be Ready. I read the James Michener book, Bricks, years ago. That's funny. They do have a trade hardcover of Wolf's Hour. Oh, I'll check it out. Downtown Brown. Jill, Downtown Brown. Let's get on that. I should have a copy before I sign off tonight. Otherwise, producer Jill's not producing. Downtown Brown. I'm writing it down. Okay. So, link for Downtown, UK hardcover. That works. So about next week's release, from Centipede Press, be there. I was there this Sunday, because he hinted it might be going up for sale. But then he said it's definitely going to be up for sale next Sunday. Be there. There's 29 people here, according to my YouTube dashboard. 29 of you should at least. I don't mind competing with 29 of you. Well, there's 28 now, so one person left just to show me up, but or shut me up. I don't know, but 29 again. So there you go. Someone's playing jokes. Someone's trolling me. You should all be there Sunday when that newsletter drops, and I will bloody you people trying to get a copy. I will. We are not friends for that little bit of time. What is it? It's 9:30 Mountain Time, a.m. Sunday when that newsletter goes out. I'm not your friend. Okay. We are enemies. We are mortal enemies. We're trying to bring down the same goddamn gazelle, and you got to be the biggest lion in the jungle, baby. But then after, when the gazelle is just bones in this Sahara or the Serengeti plain, we can be friends again. But for those 5-10 minutes, there are no friends. It's 150, but hey, still pretty good. Okay, that's pretty good. You need to hire security to monitor your library. I got a couple pit bulls and a couple of lions and a baboon, like in Lord of Illusions. That guy had a bamboo. I keep saying baboon. I mean, this is the wine. I mean, this is what happens. It's the deleterious effects of no, Jill. No. Kibosh. No, it is not Dune Messiah. I wouldn't be doing this for Dune Messiah. Dune Messiah is all buttoned up. It's going to the people who bought Dune. Those people entered a blood contract with Jared. And the people who bought the signed Dune, if they don't buy Dune Messiah, he sends out a bullet train like hit squad to their houses. Each and every, they'll either get visited by Lemon or Tangerine. Watch Bullet Train. You'll know what I'm talking about. Lemon or Tangerine will show up at their house for not buying Dune Messiah, which is why I did not enter into that blood contract. And I wouldn't be talking about, like, Jill and I are going to do a 3-hour live stream read of us reading Dune. But I've never read Dune, so wouldn't be pumped to get Messiah. $337 for Wolf's Hour. Jeff cuts off your hand if you try to touch his books. Worth the read. Excited for Messiah. Well, I'm sure it's worth the read. I'm not disparaging the book or the Centipede Press treatment of it. It will be epic. I've no doubt. But man, I've got to be happy I can sit some of these out. Got to be happy. But I cannot sit out Sunday. Neither can you. Neither can you. That's all I can say. That's all I will say. Never F with a baboon or a bamboo or a chimp. Just as mean as human, but with the power to take on anyone. Chimpanzees. Now, what I understand is that they gained in strength because they lost in dexterity. Humans traded their animal strength, their impressive muscle, quick twitch muscle fiber for dexterity. And so we can fine tune things. We can handle and we could do surgery on ourselves. But chimpanzees still got that brute strength. And you know what they go for first? Your eyelids and your genitals. That's what they go for first, Jill. A chimpanzee, you confront it in nature. It will pluck out your eyelids with no dexterity, I might add. Just animal strength. It's not going to be gentle plucking. It's not going to be like human gentle eyelid plucking. They're going to rip your eyelids off. Yeah, like Russell's circus thing. And then they're going to rip off your genitals. And then, if they got time, nose and lips. Nose, lips, eyes, and balls. Genitals. Not everybody has the balls. But if you cross a chimp, you won't have balls either. Balls. That hand back there. Yes, that is handy. The hand. Handy. They usually go for $500 for signed numbered Wolf's Hour. Yeah, Jill. You think 330 is expensive? Yeah, try 500 and then talk to me when a chimp's got your eyelids in his pocket. Because if you give them bib overalls, they got pockets to put eyelids and genitals. No need to type in the jungle. Nope. Just baboon. Chimpanzees are violent. They're you want to be like the bonobos. The bonobos use sex as currency in the hierarchy, where chimpanzees use violence as currency. Great to have producer Jill. I just talked to Wilson the soccer ball. Yeah, I have producer Jill, but she just rolls her eyes and sometimes hides them behind eyelids that no chimpanzee has touched. Is the Centipede Press release Graham Masterson with the Ben Baldwin artwork, or is that just another book that Jared showed us in the newsletter? I will say the Centipede Press book next Sunday is not a book he's announced yet. It's not on forthcoming titles. It's never been in a previous newsletter. And the only time it'll be announced will be next Sunday, and then it'll be gone Sunday evening. Sunday afternoon, I should say. Depending on time zones, and as fast as the chimpanzees can order. You'll beat a chimp to get the book, but they'll beat you to death with your own genitals. That's what happens in the jungle. I'm just telling you, the suspense is brutal. Yes, it is. I wish I could have ordered the book already. It's going to be I hate it. I have anxiety issues, people. Okay? I do. I am not a chimpanzee. I am a dexterous, fragile human with eyelids, and I am anxious for next Sunday. Anxious. I swear to the chimpanzees' gods, if I don't get a signed copy of that book on Sunday, I will be in a foul mood. I will be incorrigible. You're on track to pass me up a year's time. Your channel has really good growth. I don't think so, Scully. I think I've maxed it. I got a good crowd, though, so I'm not complaining. Jared is killing it. Oh, I won't forget about you, Scully. Scully's House of Thrillers. I'm telling you, man, it's an auditory vacation, hallucination, fixation every Sunday. Feel free to use that, Scully. It's fun. It is a lot of fun. I'm sorry. It is a lot of fun. And I don't do ASMR, right? So I don't respond to ASMR the way people with AMSR things do, but I dig it, man. It's so much fun. Me and Jill, we got it going in the background. We're laughing. We're drinking ports, as we do. Holding them up in our glasses like adults, like Euro trash, right? You speak as if you know the title already. Maybe I do, and maybe I don't. Maybe I do, and maybe I don't. I could never tell you. You couldn't get a chimpanzee to pull my eyelids off to tell you. But I will say, you need to be there. God, you know how giddy I would be if I already ordered it? I would just be like, I mean, it's like a whole week between now and then. A whole week. Entire week, Jill. I have an audience and you're my audience. I'm your audience. So that's how that works. This episode of the Jeff Word is officially titled The Big T. Jared's the Big Tease, man. He said it'd be this Sunday and then it wasn't. I'll move on. I don't know what else I had to get at. Suntop is sending some books like crazy. I was supposed to get a box from a one Philip Fracassi today, but the post office, being a bunch of chimpanzees, and didn't get it to me. And so, and a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory numbered edition is sitting at the post office. Both of those should get to me tomorrow. Then Animal Farm from Suntop, the artist edition. Then a Magica numbered from Suntop. That is a hell of the end of the year, man. That's amazing. And I'm still waiting. I don't know. I don't have the shipping tracking info, so I have no idea when it's going to get to me. But Don't Let Them Get You Down from Zagava is inbound. Just an overdose this week of insanely awesome books, to kind of distract me from Sunday and, get that book fix in. But yes. Oh, is it expensive? I don't know what the unsigned is going to cost. But no. What do you think is expensive? Like $600? No. I mean, it's no. It's. I'll say it's one you're going to have to find money for, but it's not like if it was let's say if it was a deluxe Haunting of Hill House or something this Wicked This Way Comes or something like that. I'd be in cool neutral mode because I'd be like, all right, well, I'm not going for that anyway. But no, it's in strike range. God, Don't Let Them Get You Down. The Fracassi box may have a bonus item. No way. No. Really? Oh, don't do that to me. Now I'm just pins and needles. I sent Philip Fracassi a box to sign, including the Beach Boys. The infamous Beach Boys to get signed. So I'm like, wow, I'm getting Robert McCammon to sign books, Philip Fracassi signing books. It's like my shelves are, it's a bounty for my shelves. It's overflowing with treasure. That's amazing. And then he tells me there's a bonus item in there. And then I'm anxious. Now I got like the itches until it gets here tomorrow. Oh, now I'm itchy. Alas, I sold it. So it's an unboxing, book inspection, and then a rebox. Did you get a golden ticket? Did you get a golden ticket, Sean? Waiting for my Don't Let Them Get You Down. Can't wait. Yeah. Oh, only book that could send me into that level of anticipation is The Historian Kostova, and I've already got the sweetest version of that. What is the Fracassi box? I explain it. So it's a box of of arcs. 300 or up. Oh, you're really pressing me. Look, I have information and confidence, so I can't really tell you. You know what? I will say 300 or up. I'll say no. I'll say no. But that's all I'm going to say about next Sunday. Just be there, man. Be there. Move things around. Free up money. Free up your schedule. And pray to the internet gods that you have the fastest speed and that you can punch through and break through that crowd. And don't tell anybody. I'm telling you guys, but don't go telling anybody else. Like don't tell friends of friends of friends of friends. I will say there's a 1 book limit. 1 book limit. So I know all you schemers out there are gonna be like, "Oh, I got a cousin Joey bag of donuts. Hey, get ready, Joey." You're gonna do that. I know. I'm not, because I'm a good Catholic schoolboy. Was an altar boy for a week. Trade you my first edition, Ian Fleming. That's a hell of a thing, Scully. Currently reading Boys in the Valley. So damn good, isn't it? It is so damn good. I might have to upgrade. I only gave it 4 stars. I might have to upgrade that. I don't think I got a shipping notice from Zagava, and they said all the books are shipped. So I should be. Should I be? I don't think so. Just email Jonas. He's not the most communicative guy, but I did get a shipping notice, so you should have gotten one. Check your spam and then email him. It says so. The website said it was shipped fully, but I think that was ahead of him. He got ahead of himself. So I think there are. He did say on some social media posts, "Be patient. I'm a 1-man show." So he might have prematurely declared it shipped, like mission accomplished. I like to sign smiley faces under my Y. I can't say until after the buyer gets the box. What? You can't say. What? Oh, you can't say until the buyer. Okay, about the golden ticket. Okay. I can't tell you my relief. I don't have a horse in the dune race. Yeah. Gotcha arrived. Oh, don't let them get you down. Comes tomorrow. Oh, Gothic. Big box of VJ books signed arrived Saturday. So much. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you. Just have to budget. Things are tight. No, I know, Christopher, and that's why I want. So yes, it is under $300, and it is one you're going to want to get. I do think that quantities are generous, in particular to unsigned copies, to allow for demand, but everybody's going to want signed. Everybody, including me. But do not. I mean, I'm walking away with a book that day, signed or unsigned. And giddy. I'm very happy. When is the Suntup announcement? The Suntup, my speed sucks. Go somewhere where it's better, man. Just remember, you have to work. You got to figure something out. You got to call in. Fake your death, man. I never got any notice, but it showed up yesterday. Oh, interesting. The Suntup announcement is next week. So Sunday's Centipede Press, and Suntup is later that week, that Thursday. I'm not going to be doing any videos for that release because I was going to interview the artist, and the artist never responded to me. So I'm going to reach out again. And if I can't line up this week, then I can't do it the release week. So there's one Don't Let Them Get You Down available on eBay for 149. Nice. I got my Zagava shipping notice, but the site doesn't show any tracking info. Yeah, I opted for the cheapest one, so I don't know. My tracking is iffy, but for me, I feel really guilty about any book above 165. I canceled my Frankenstein. It's just, and that's fair, man. I think I remember when Subterranean Press did Swan Song, and I could have bought the lettered for $400 or the numbered for 150, and I opted for the numbered because I thought 400 is just a disgusting amount to spend on a book. And then Suntop came along. You know, I mean, so we got to all live within our budgets. Times are tough. Times are real tough. Unless you live in Tennessee. Joe, I think I spent $2.40 something on gas in Georgia. It's so cheap. Boys in the Valley, I really like the alternating perspective. First for the lead, third for every other character. Kept me reading. That's nice. Yeah, it's a cool thing, man. Okay, I think my grits are ready. Catch you later. Enjoy the grits, Scully. Grits. Gotta like grits. Do we think the signed copies are signed by the author or facsimile? I don't know, Mitch. Someone was being coy with me with talking about who it's signed by. So I don't know. I honestly don't know 100%. Well, here's my story. I'm waiting on Don't Let Them Get You Down, Gothic, and I believe Australia Post can't find my boy with the Blues Rose Heart. You know what? I never showed my boy with the Blue Rose Heart. I'm going to share it on my next book haul. It was a huge oversight. It's a beautiful book. I never shared it. I got the hardcover with the book plate. Oh, so I got to share that because it's a beautiful, beautiful book. The art is incredible. I don't think I'll ever want to drink this Cogla niche again, Jill. I'm not drinking your port. Are you drinking the white wine? Luke Spooner strikes again with the beautiful art. Yes. Yes, he does. Yes, he do. Okay. Well, I'm going with the port again. I'm port again. I'm a port again Christian. More port again, I guess. When I get wine I don't enjoy, I make sangria. Nice. I want a Philip Fracassi purple sig. Well, I'm getting a box of signatures tomorrow. So I'll see if any of them are purple. Are any of them purple, Philip? So far, all my Fracassi sigs are either black or red. And that's a bit of controversy. You and me both. That's fun. Yeah. So, for all you Keelan Patrick Burke fans who didn't get, none of them are grape. Oh, that's fine. I don't care. It's a Fracassi sig, man. It's going on the shelf. My abundant, my shelves that are pretty soon, I'm just going to have signed editions. I'm going to burn all my non-signed books. No, I would never do that. Never. Books are sacred. Heineken straightens me out just fine. Boring, I know. Throw that white into a pitcher with ice, fruit juice, some triple sec or Grand Marnier, peach schnapps, whatever. Grand Mariner. That's what I say, like the rhyme of the ancient mariner. I have a blue sig somewhere. Oh, really? Yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah. Guest is coming out on trade. Yeah. So thanks for bringing me back to earth. Yeah, anyone who wants a grape sig, just send me the book. Happy to do it. God, says Philip. Yes, guests coming out in January, trade edition. So if you missed out on the Suntup edition, which it's on my TBR, I have a TBR back here, right behind that Jeff Word sign, and you can see guests right here. I'm dying to read it. All these other books get in the way, right? So right now I'm reading Don't Let Them Get You Down. No, I'm not. I'm reading Let's Go Play at the Adams. It's another book with a long title. And it's interesting. It's not exactly what I thought it would be, but it's more of a clinical study of people who are deviant so far. I didn't get into the good stuff yet. It's not a book that I keep getting drawn into, right? So I didn't read it all yesterday or the day before. Just sat there. And it's not that I was like dreading it or, oh, this is a chore, but the fact that I had availability, I could have. There's sometimes I can't read for a couple of days because of just schedule, but that was the case where I had some available. So it's kind of there for me. It's getting good. It's getting better, but I'm dying to see where it goes, and I'll do a full review of it when I do finish it. But it's interesting. So, but I wanted to get to that. I had 11/22/63 right there. I don't know what it is with that book, man. And I even thought I'm starting the book in 11 of 22, right? November of 22. I'm starting a book 11/22/63. I think I'll read it next year, 11, and I'll start it on the 22nd of 23. So it'll be 11/22/23 that I start reading 11/22/63. I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. I have so many books I definitely want to get to that I can't make time for them all. And I want to read Boy's Life because to hear Robert McCammon talk about Boy's Life, that sounds like a book I should read every year. I read it once ages ago, and I don't remember it at all. Maybe I read Gone South, but whatever the case is, I don't remember either of those books. And I know I read one or both of them. So that's kind of weird. So maybe I'll read it and it'll rekindle my memory, or I don't know. So, but Boy's Life is now on my TBR, kind of high up there, but definitely want to read Guests. Marnier, Mariner, the Grand Mariner. Rhyme of the Ancient Grand Mariner. Marnier. Jeff, did you get Speaks the Nightbird signed? Yes, I did. And he didn't date that one either. But I did. I brought him this. Now, I had no emotional attachment to this book. I bought it off of eBay. But I did get it signed. Speaks the Nightbird, Robert McCammon. The one I read of Speaks the Nightbird was the paperback. So Philip Fracassi may need a purple cig in one of mine that I sent if it's not too late. Oh, he's dying for it. People want that purple perp. Philip, you need to travel to Tennessee or Ohio so I can get there. I know West Virginia is out of the question. Why would it be out of the question? Philip's a world traveling man. Would love to. Planning some stops next summer for boys. Philip, you got to get to Nashville or Chattanooga's, and I'll get me and Jeff Strand will show up, and we'll give you Jeff Squared hug. That's what we'll call it when Jeff Strand and Jeff Terry walk up to you. We get you cornered and we Jeff Squared and we hug you. Jeff Squared. Read it. Yeah, I know. I will. And I bet you it's going to be one that I'm like, oh my God, this book is amazing. Everybody says it's amazing. But I had to install my pop filter, and I didn't have time to read it. 11/22/63 is better than most of the other books on your list. I know that. The Seattle Mariners. Yes. I'm glad my inscribed Gothic is in red. I'm not team purple, Down with purple Fracassi. Oh, well, my Gothic, don't hate me. I had the don't hate me Gothic. Philip, did you write don't hate me in a lot of them or just the one? Is it a one of one? Don't hate me. 11/22/63 is a masterpiece and the best thing King will ever write. Probably not everybody's favorite, but as a written piece in general, I find it flawless. Now I'm really regretting not reading it, Jill, and it's your fault because you said, Jeff, you have other books to read. Please don't read that one.
I'm gonna call my bamboo friend.
She's going to call her bamboo friend. Yeah, Philip, that would be awesome if you can get to Chattanooga or anywhere within 3 hours drive of my domicile. I would love it. That would be amazing. My chances of getting out to LA are very slim right now, but none of the Tyson speaking lines are the same. I think there's like 5, 6, no more than that. Oh, that's awesome. Don't hate me. It cracks me up. Z-Man just read 11/22/63 and loved it. You'll probably hate it. No, I don't think so. I think that's the one thing where him and I can do a collab. What would Z-Man do? Z-Man, he read it. So that's funny because Mitch just said in the comment before that, he read it. I remember I didn't watch his review of it because I was worried about what he would say. Mark is reassuring you that no one believed you're the one that dissuaded me from reading 11/22/63. I just wanted a shorter book. I don't know. And I'd been dying to read Let's Go Play at the Adams for so long. You know what? I'm a little sore about 11/22/63 because when King wrote it, he said, I didn't write it for my regular fans. And that kind of just didn't sit well with me. I thought, oh, really? So the people who've been reading you since they were 13 years old, you don't care about, you're not writing a book for them anymore? That's fine. You want to make a bigger tent to bring more people in. But don't forget the constant readers, my friend. We were there in the beginning and we're still here. But that's not the whole thing. I think the premise of a guy time traveling to stop the assassination of JFK sounds a real yawn fest to me. I don't know. Like, yes, we'd all love to go back and strangle Hitler in his sleep or save JFK or invest in whatever it is. We all want to go back in time and do something important. Killed the guy who was about to kill Abraham Lincoln. I don't know. So it just seems sort of I don't know. It just didn't strike me as something I wanted to read about. But I should read it. Adam should take me 2 days. I know, but that's kind of sad. I was just sort of, well, you're not regular. I'm not regular. All right, I got to run. Have a great night, everybody. Take it easy. Sean, glad you were here. Great seeing you. I'm late again. Did I miss my cemetery dance complaints? No, but you got a lot of sedentary commentary. Yeah, I know it's 10. I know. The book is not what you think it is. Okay. It's top tier King. Top tier. Man, all right. Well, I know. I don't have a formal Chiz rant. I don't. The guy's a douchebag. He's doing another printing of The Long December. He's trying to get you to vote for Gwendy's Final Task to beat out some real good authors so they can get some hackneyed fan fiction. I don't know. I really don't have a rant. Like I said, you know what? You want to rant, Mitch? Mitch, if you want to rant, you got to send me some Rapture. Wine just, wine just doesn't. I am just patronizing you. I can't get the rant going. I just don't feel it. You know what? I'm in too good of a mood because I saw McCammon. I met up with Tim. and I saw a lot of great. I saw Stevie. I saw a lot of great people. It's too good of a mood. Things are cool. Things are cool. I got stacks of signed Robert McCammon. I got a box of Fracassi coming in the mail tomorrow. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, all the Suntop Deliciousness, the Centipede Press book on Sunday. Man, it's just like things are too good. Let's not rant this time. Z-Man hasn't been posting a lot. he's kind of not annoying me right now. I'm not really in a sour mood. We bought some Duralogs. We discovered that our wood burning stove has a blower that's activated when the stove gets really hot. The blower works to send that hot air into the room so it heats the house. And that makes the house worth at least 50 grand more. Right, Jill? Adds about 50 grand to the value of the house, this wood burning stove. Good night, Alexia. Good seeing you. How about a new beer called the Chiz Rant? Okay, good night. Good night, number one. Good night, Iamanos. P.S. Jeff nearly knocked over a few grand worth of books, but the speed of his reflexes and dexterous finger moves saved them. Oh, God, I'm so glad you remember that. Or I'm embarrassed you remember that. Yes, when I was talking to Robert McCammon. You know what? I might have that on the video. I elbowed their most collectible shelf of books, and they fell like dominoes. Very signed, precious, limited editions. Oh, that is because I'm so clumsy, and I was so on my heels actually getting to talk to McCammon that I knocked over these super valuable books. That was crazy. Love that shirt. Was it your dad? Seriously, I do like it. My closet is full of some of the ugliest. This was my father-in-law's shirt, straight out of the 70s. You like it when the stitching is outlined, so you know exactly where the stitches are. Look at that. Look at that. This is the lapels. You forget about it. Look at those lapels. Yes. No problem here. The problem here is Jeff is sober. Yeah, that could be also true. Zima must have run out of dust jackets to read. That's hilarious. That is good. I'm sorry, Hans. I'm too sober. Give me a prompt. I don't know. And I'm an hour and a half into this. I'm an hour and 37 minutes into this. Jill already walked by. She's pissed off. I've got to hit the hay. We'll get ready for Centipede. Yes. Sunday's going to be a bloodbath. Listen to Philip. Bloodbath. Yeah, I talked to McCammon. I'll put that video up. My son filmed it. I don't know. I can't swear to the quality of my comments. They were stupid. I was just stupid. It was like, blah, blah, blah. I don't even remember what I said to him. He's a gracious, great man. And what a gentleman. What an absolute great guy. Go out and buy every McCammon book you can right now. Oh, a special edition of Swan Song is coming next year. I think he said in February. No new content. I did ask him about that at the Q&A. But new Swan Song, a special re-release paperback. So hopefully he'll go back to the Alabama Booksmith to promote it. I don't know. I'll be there if he does. Okay, so is it polyester? I don't know, Jill. Is this I think it is. It doesn't breathe. But it might be polyester. I don't know. I could follow up with you later. Probably is. Next week I request a Brandy Alexander for the Jeff words. Okay, I you know what? Next Sunday or next Monday, if I rant, it's going to be because I did not get a signed copy on Sunday. That would be it. You know what the thing is? Here's the thing. All honesty, my fuse is blown on Richard Chismar. He can't be any douchier than he is, right? So he's totally just double birded his customers for the last decade. He doesn't give a shit about us. And then he's going to promote Gwendy to the death, chasing the boogeyman 2 to the death. And now the Long December collection of critically acclaimed short stories that apparently nobody gave a shit about. He's going to publish that ahead of Usher's passing, for example, the lettered edition. He's going to get all these other books out. How much angrier can I get? And then, like, it's like screaming into the pillow. It's pointless. And then you get, good port, and you feel mellow, You see a couple good sunsets. You're in a forest. You're wearing retro polyester. It's kind of good. It's kind of good right now. Okay, Jill. Jill's making comments in the other. I'm gonna rant about Jill. Oh, you want me to? Oh, go ahead. She's saying, go ahead, rant about me. Oh, you don't even want to poke that poison sack. No, like my poison sack of rant juice. And I had an apple fritter before I started. So, like, how angry can I be with an apple fritter in my belly? Max gave a recipe for a Brandy Alexander. I bought the new Henry Rollins today. Henry Rollins, man, that guy. I saw Henry Rollins with a hooker at Starbucks in 92. Who didn't, Hans? Henry Rollins with a hooker. I got to grab it by the stem. That's why there's a stem, so you don't heat the wine with your disgusting body heat. No, Hank wouldn't pay for it. Hank was probably buying her a coffee and setting her on a better path. All right, now I'm done. Now the stream is officially over. Hold on. Okay, now stream's over. Buying her black coffee. Yes. Yeah, just saying, hey, think about things, Maybe this is for you. No, he's not even, Hank isn't even saying, Henry isn't even saying that this life isn't for you. But make sure it is. And if it's not, get a YouTube channel where you talk about books. And now here I am. Okay, so I'm gonna call. Oh, by the way, just show you. This is the Books a Million edition of The Stand. The Stand is one of my favorite books of all time, so I wanted to show it to you. I'll do it in a book haul with Boy with the Blue Rose Heart. Night all. Have a great week. Have some nice sleeps. Don't worry about Sunday until it's Sunday. And remember, Beef Daddy loves you, but I will hurt you to get the book. So nothing personal. I'm just going to try to have max internet speeds to get to the book ahead of you. And I won't even acknowledge, I won't make eye contact on the way out the door with the book in my hand. Nothing personal. We can be friends afterwards. But you got to be the fastest lion to get that gazelle. And then you got to eat that gazelle. And that's got to tide you over for another week. Just like 7 more sleeps until Jared Claus releases upon us publishing history. And I'm not kidding. It's publishing history. So good night, everyone. And go ahead and, try to be civil. Have some wine where you don't rant. Even though the kids in the playground keep telling you to rant, don't do it. Have an apple fritter and a bottle of port, and some retro threads made of polyester. So I will see you. I'll be back when the week is new. I'll have more ideas for you. And you'll have centipedes you'll want to talk about. And I will too. Good night, y'all.